The Kennedy half dollar is one of the most popular and recognizable coins in American numismatics. First minted in 1964, the coin honors President John F. Kennedy and was introduced shortly after his assassination in 1963. Below are four of the most valuable and historically significant Kennedy half dollars. First up, the 1967 Kennedy half dollar is a significant issue in the series, as it was minted during a transitional period in U.S. coinage history. Following the Coinage Act of 1965, the U.S. Mint removed silver from dimes and quarters and reduced the silver content of half dollars from 90% to 40%. The 1967 Kennedy half dollar was part of this change, making it one of the last half dollars to contain silver. The obverse of the 1967 Kennedy half dollar features a left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The inscriptions on the obverse include "Liberty" above Kennedy's head, "In God We Trust" below his chin, and the year 1967 at the bottom. This design has remained largely unchanged throughout the series. The reverse of the 1967 half dollar, designed by Frank Gasparro, features the presidential seal, which consists of a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings holding an olive branch and arrows. The inscriptions include "United States of America" along the top edge and half dollar at the bottom. This design was used on all Kennedy half dollars until the bicentennial design was introduced in 1976. The 1967 Kennedy half dollar is composed of 40% silver and 60% copper, making it different from later clad half dollars, which contain no silver. It has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and weighs 11.5 grams. The coin does not have a mint mark, as all U.S. coins minted from 1965 to 1967 were struck without mint marks to discourage hoarding. One key feature of the 1967 Kennedy half dollar is the special mint set, SMS version, which was struck with a higher quality finish compared to regular circulation coins. These SMS coins often exhibit a proof-like appearance, and examples with deep cameo contrast are highly sought after. In terms of value, the 1967 Kennedy half dollar is common in circulated condition and is primarily valued for its silver content. Circulated examples typically trade for around $4 to $6, depending on the current silver market. Uncirculated examples in MS65 or higher can fetch $20 or more. Special mint set, SMS coins in high grades with deep cameo contrast can be worth over $100. While not considered rare, the 1967 Kennedy half dollar remains popular among collectors due to its silver content and historical significance. Whether collected for its numismatic appeal or as a silver investment, this coin holds an important place in the history of U.S. coinage. Next up, the 1989 Kennedy half dollar is a standard issue in the long-running series of half dollars honoring President John F. Kennedy. First introduced in 1964, the Kennedy half dollar has remained a staple of American coinage, though its composition and circulation patterns have changed over the years. The obverse of the 1989 Kennedy half dollar features the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The inscriptions include "Liberty" above his head, "In God We Trust" below his chin, and the date 1989 at the bottom. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, mints, with proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. The reverse of the 1989 Kennedy half dollar, designed by Frank Gasparro, features the presidential seal. It depicts a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other. The inscriptions include "United States of America" at the top and "half dollar" at the bottom. This design has remained largely unchanged since the coin's introduction. The 1989 Kennedy half dollar is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and weighs 11.34 grams. This composition replaced the original 90% silver in 1965, and the last 40% silver Kennedy half dollars were minted in 1970. In terms of value, the 1989 Kennedy half dollar is common in circulated condition and holds little numismatic premium, typically worth its face value of 50 cents. However, uncirculated examples in MS-65 or higher can be worth $5 to $10. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast, are more valuable, ranging from $5 to $20 depending on condition. Coins with significant errors, such as off-center strikes or doubled dies, can fetch significantly higher prices depending on rarity and demand. Although the 1989 Kennedy half dollar is not considered rare, it remains an important part of the series and is often collected in high-grade or proof condition. While circulation of Kennedy half dollars has declined over the years, they continue to be popular among collectors and are regularly included in U.S. Mint annual sets. Next up, the 1973 Kennedy half dollar is part of the long-running series that honors President John F. Kennedy. Introduced in 1964 following his assassination, the Kennedy half dollar has remained a widely collected coin, though its composition and circulation trends have changed over time. The obverse of the 1973 Kennedy half dollar features a left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The inscriptions include "Liberty" above his head, "In God We Trust" below his chin, and the date 1973 at the bottom. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal, featuring a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching an olive branch and a bundle of arrows. The inscriptions include "United States of America" along the top and half dollar at the bottom. This design remained unchanged until the bicentennial redesign in 1976. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar is composed of a copper-nickel clad alloy, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. It has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and weighs 11.34 grams. This composition replaced the original 90% silver in 1965, and the last 40% silver Kennedy half dollars were struck in 1970. In terms of value, the 1973 Kennedy half dollar is common in circulated condition and is typically worth its face value of 50 cents. Uncirculated examples in MS-65 or higher can be worth $5 to $10. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, particularly those with deep cameo contrast, range in value from $5 to $20 depending on condition. Coins with notable errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers, can fetch significantly higher prices based on rarity and demand. Though the 1973 Kennedy half dollar is not considered rare, it remains an important part of the series and is widely collected, particularly in high-grade and proof conditions. While Kennedy half dollars have seen reduced circulation over the years, they continue to be popular among numismatists and are included in U.S. Mint annual coin sets. Next up, the 1977 Kennedy half dollar is part of the long-running series that honors President John F. Kennedy. First introduced in 1964 following his assassination, the Kennedy half dollar has remained a staple of American coinage, though its composition and circulation patterns have evolved over time. The obverse of the 1977 Kennedy half dollar features a left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The inscriptions include "Liberty" above his head, "In God We Trust" below his chin, and the date 1977 at the bottom. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the presidential seal, featuring a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching an olive branch and a bundle of arrows. The inscriptions include "United States of America" along the top and half dollar at the bottom. This design remained unchanged from its original introduction until the bicentennial redesign in 1976, after which it reverted back to this standard design in 1977. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar is composed of a copper-nickel clad alloy, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and weighs 11.34 grams. This composition was introduced in 1971 to replace the 40% silver-clad coins that were issued from 1965 to 1970. In terms of value, the 1977 Kennedy half dollar is common in circulated condition and is typically worth its face value of 50 cents. Uncirculated examples in MS-65 or higher can be worth $5 to $10. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, particularly those with deep cameo contrast, range in value from $5 to $20 depending on condition. Coins with notable errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers can fetch significantly higher prices based on rarity and demand. Although the 1977 Kennedy half dollar is not considered rare, it remains an important part of the series and is widely collected, particularly in high-grade and proof conditions. While Kennedy half dollars have seen reduced circulation over the years, they continue to be popular among numismatists and are included in U.S. Mint annual coin sets. Hey, coin collectors! Welcome back to Worth Coin, your go-to channel for discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the Sacagawea dollar coin and uncovering the top 3 most valuable ones you might just have in your collection. Stick around until the end, because you won't believe how much these rare coins are worth. First up, the 2000p Sacagawea $1 coin holds a unique place in U.S. numismatics, being the first year of issue for the Golden Dollar series. This coin was introduced as a replacement for the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which had been unpopular due to its similarity in size and color to a quarter. The Sacagawea dollar features a distinctive golden hue, achieved through a manganese brass alloy, and has a smooth edge, making it easily distinguishable from other circulating coins. The obverse of the coin was designed by Glenna Goodacker and depicts Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. She is shown carrying her infant son, John Baptiste, on her back, symbolizing her journey and contributions. The reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., features a soaring bald eagle surrounded by 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The inscriptions include United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar was minted in Philadelphia with over 1 billion coins produced, making it a common coin in circulation. However, certain varieties and errors can make specific examples more valuable to collectors. One of the most famous is the Cheerios dollar. In early 2000, General Mills included a limited number of Sacagawea dollars in boxes of Cheerios as part of a promotional campaign. These coins feature enhanced tail feather details on the eagle, distinguishing them from the regular strikes. A genuine Cheerios Sacagawea dollar can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Another valuable variety is the Goodacre presentation Sacagawea dollars. Glenna Goodacre received 5,000 specially struck coins as payment for her design work. These coins were struck with special care and have a distinctive appearance. They were later certified and slabbed by grading companies, making them highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, mint errors such as off-center strikes, planchet errors, and missing edge lettering on later issues can significantly increase the value of a 2000p Sacagawea dollar. Collectors and numismatists actively seek out high-grade examples of this coin. While circulated examples typically hold only face value, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can fetch higher prices. A standard mint state MS-65 coin can range from $5 to $10, while an MS-67 or higher graded coin could command even more, depending on demand. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar also has an interesting historical context. The Sacagawea design was chosen to honor Native American contributions to U.S. history, and its introduction was intended to promote the use of dollar coins in everyday transactions. However, despite efforts to increase circulation, the public continued to favor paper dollar bills, leading to the coin primarily being used in vending machines, transit systems, and as collector's items. Over the years, the Sacagawea dollar series evolved into the Native American $1 coin program, which features different reverse designs annually to highlight Native American achievements and culture. The 2000p issue remains one of the most recognizable and widely collected in the series, due to its status as the first of its kind. Next up, The 2000D Sacagawea $1 coin holds a significant place in U.S. numismatics as part of the first year of issue for the Golden Dollar series. Minted in Denver, this coin was produced to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar, which was often confused with a quarter due to its similar size and color. The Sacagawea dollar features a distinctive golden appearance, achieved through a manganese brass alloy, and has a smooth edge, making it easily distinguishable from other circulating coins. The obverse, designed by Glenna Goodacre, depicts Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who assisted the Lewis and Clark expedition, carrying her infant son, John Baptiste, on her back. This symbolizes her journey and contributions to U.S. history. The reverse, created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., showcases a soaring bald eagle surrounded by 17 stars, representing the number of states at the time of the expedition. The inscriptions include United States of America, $1, and E pluribus unum. The 2000D Sacagawea dollar was struck at the Denver Mint, with over 500 million coins produced, making it less common than its Philadelphia counterpart, but still widely circulated. While standard circulation strikes hold face value, certain varieties and mint errors make some specimens more desirable among collectors. Although there is no Denver equivalent to the famous Cheerios dollar, collectors look for high-grade mint state coins and rare striking errors, such as off-center strikes, planchet flaws, and die breaks. These errors can significantly enhance a coin's value. In higher grades, such as MS65 or above, a 2000D Sacagawea dollar can command values ranging from $5 to $10, with exceptionally well-preserved specimens fetching higher prices. Historically, the Sacagawea dollar was introduced to increase the use of dollar coins in everyday transactions. However, despite efforts, the public largely preferred paper currency, leading to limited circulation outside vending machines and transit systems. The Sacagawea dollar series later evolved into the Native American $1 coin program, which features annually changing reverse designs celebrating Native American heritage and achievements. The 2000D issue remains one of the most recognizable in the series, both for its role in numismatic history and its distinctive design. Next up, the 2001D Sacagawea $1 coin is a significant piece of modern U.S. numismatics, minted at the Denver Mint as part of the second year of production for the Sacagawea dollar series. While this coin is not considered rare due to its high mintage, certain high-grade examples, errors, and unique varieties make it an interesting find for collectors and investors alike. The Sacagawea dollar was first introduced in 2000 to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. Unlike its predecessor, which was frequently mistaken for a quarter due to its similar size and color, the Sacagawea dollar was designed with a distinctive golden hue achieved by using a manganese brass alloy. The obverse of the coin, designed by artist Glenna Goodacre, features a striking portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who played an essential role as a guide and interpreter during the Lewis and Clark expedition. She's depicted carrying her infant son, John Baptiste, symbolizing motherhood and the spirit of exploration. The reverse, created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., showcases a majestic bald eagle in flight, surrounded by 17 stars representing the states in the Union at the time of the expedition. The Denver Mint produced approximately 70 million 2001D Sacagawea dollars, making it relatively common in circulation. However, its true value varies depending on its condition, grade, and potential errors. While most circulated examples remain at face value, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can command a premium. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC are considered desirable by collectors. MS68 specimens, though rare, can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. The value of these coins continues to fluctuate based on demand and collector interest. Mint errors play a significant role in the value of the 2001D Sacagawea dollar. Some of the most sought-after errors include off-center strikes, double strikes, and planchet flaws. These errors occur during the minting process and can make a coin highly valuable. Additionally, coins with missing edge lettering or die cracks can also attract collector interest and command higher prices. One of the most notable errors in the Sacagawea dollar series is the mule error. in which the obverse of a Sacagawea dollar was mistakenly paired with the reverse of a Washington state quarter. Though this error is primarily associated with the 2000 P series, collectors should always examine their 2001 D coins closely for any unusual die pairings or minting mistakes, as even minor anomalies can significantly increase a coin's value. Despite efforts by the U.S. Mint to encourage the circulation of the Sacagawea dollar, it never gained widespread public acceptance. The continued preference for the $1 bill meant that many of these coins remained in bank vaults or were used primarily in vending machines, transit systems, and government programs. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if that quarter could be worth a fortune? Well, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. In today's video, we're counting down the top 4 most valuable Canadian 25-cent coins, along with their history and how much they're worth today. Stick around because number 1 might surprise you. First up, the 2001 Canada 25-cent coin, commonly known as the Millennium Quarter, was part of a special series issued by the Royal Canadian Mint to celebrate the new millennium. Each month of 2001 featured a unique design representing Canadian culture, history, and achievements, making the series highly collectible among numismatists. The July 2001 quarter, for example, featured a design called Canada, a Nation of People, symbolizing diversity and unity. Most of these coins were struck in nickel-plated steel, while some special edition versions were minted in sterling silver. These coins were issued for circulation as well as in collector sets, with proof versions featuring a higher level of detail and a mirror-like finish. While the majority of the 2001 quarters are common and hold only face value, certain rare varieties or coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth more to collectors. A proof silver version in its original packaging can fetch between $10 to $30. While error coins, such as those with double strikes or die cracks, can command higher prices depending on rarity and condition. Collectors should carefully examine their 2001 quarters for any unique features, such as off-center strikes or missing plating, as these could increase the coin's value significantly. Checking coin auctions and consulting reputable dealers can help determine the exact worth of a particular 2001 quarter. As with all collectible coins, demand and market trends can influence value over time. So staying informed about the numismatic market is key for those interested in collecting Canadian quarters. Next up, the 2007 Canada 25-cent coin is a significant piece in Canadian numismatics, featuring the traditional caribou design that has been a staple on the quarter since 1937. Struck by the Royal Canadian Mint, this coin was primarily minted in nickel-plated steel, though some special edition versions were produced in other compositions for collector sets. In addition to the standard circulation coin, the Royal Canadian Mint also issued collector editions, such as the specimen, proof, and colorized versions. Some 2007 quarters were included in commemorative sets celebrating Canadian heritage and history, increasing their appeal to collectors. One of the most notable variations of the 2007 quarter is the 2007 RCMP quarter, released to honor the 135th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This special edition features an RCMP officer on horseback and was available in both circulation and collector versions. The circulation version was nickel-plated steel, while the collector edition came in sterling silver with selective gold plating, making it highly desirable among numismatists. In terms of value, the standard 2007 Canada 25-cent coin holds face value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated and special edition versions can be worth more. A high-grade, uncirculated 2007 quarter can fetch around $1 to $5, while proof or silver versions can range from $10 to $50, depending on condition and packaging. Error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing plating, can command significantly higher prices based on rarity and demand. Collectors should closely inspect their 2007 quarters for any distinguishing features or errors that may enhance their value. Coin grading services and auction houses can provide authentication and valuation, ensuring collectors receive fair market value for their rare finds. As with all collectible coins, values fluctuate based on market demand, so staying informed about numismatic trends is essential for maximizing potential investments in Canadian coinage. Next up, the 1985 Canada 25-cent coin is an interesting piece for collectors, featuring the iconic caribou design that has been a staple of Canadian quarters since 1937. Struck by the Royal Canadian Mint, the 1985 quarter was primarily composed of nickel, making it different from later quarters that transitioned to a nickel-plated steel composition. This coin carries the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, which was used on Canadian coinage from 1965 to 1989. One of the most significant aspects of the 1985 quarter is the existence of two distinct varieties, the pointed 5 and blunt 5 varieties. The pointed 5 variety features a sharper tip on the number 5 in the date, while the blunt 5 variety has a more rounded tip. The blunt 5 is considered the more common variety, whereas the pointed 5 variety is scarcer and more sought after by collectors. In terms of value, the standard 1985 Canada 25-cent coin in circulated condition is generally worth face value. However, uncirculated examples, especially those with the pointed 5 variety, can be worth more. A high-grade, uncirculated 1985 quarter can sell for around $5 to $15, depending on its condition and the presence of luster. Proof-like or specimen versions, often found in collector sets, can be worth between $10 to $50, depending on quality. Error coins from 1985, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double strikes, can significantly increase the value of the coin, sometimes fetching upwards of $100 or more if they are rare and in high demand. Collectors should carefully inspect their 1985 quarters for any unique features or errors that may enhance their worth. As with all collectible coins, market trends and demand influence their value over time. Serious collectors and investors should consider professional grading services to authenticate their coins and determine their precise worth. Checking auction results and consulting reputable numismatic dealers can also help identify the potential value of a rare 1985 Canadian quarter. Next up, the 2006 Canada 25-cent coin is a notable issue from the Royal Canadian Mint, featuring the traditional caribou design that has been used on Canadian quarters since 1937. The obverse of the coin displays the fourth effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt, which debuted in 2003 and continues to be used on Canadian coinage. Unlike previous designs, this portrait of the Queen does not include a crown, giving it a more modern appearance. The 2006 quarter was struck in nickel-plated steel, a transition that began in 2000 to reduce production costs. This composition is different from older Canadian quarters, which were made of nickel or silver in earlier years. The coin was produced in large quantities for circulation, making it relatively common. However, there are some varieties and special editions that collectors seek out. One of the most interesting aspects of the 2006 quarter is the no mint mark variety. In 2006, the Royal Canadian Mint produced quarters at both the Winnipeg and Ottawa facilities. The standard circulation version of the coin bears a small P mint mark, indicating it was made using a plated steel composition. However, a rare no mint mark variety exists, which was struck on older nickel planchets and lacks the P designation. This variety is highly collectible due to its scarcity and can fetch a premium price among numismatists. In terms of value, a standard 2006 Canada 25-cent coin in circulated condition is worth face value. However, an uncirculated or mint state example can sell for $1 to $5 depending on its grade. The rare no mint mark variety can command significantly higher prices, often ranging from $50 to $200, depending on condition and demand. Additionally, error coins from 2006, such as die clashes, off-center strikes, or double dies, can greatly increase the value of a coin, sometimes fetching hundreds of dollars if verified by professional grading services. Collectors interested in 2006 quarters should carefully inspect their coins for distinguishing features such as mint marks, plating inconsistencies, or strike errors. Submitting coins for professional grading and authentication can help determine their true worth in the numismatic market. As with all collectible coins, values fluctuate based on rarity, condition and market trends. So staying informed through reputable dealers and auction results is essential for anyone looking to invest in Canadian quarters.